Welcome to this explainer. We're unpacking an urgent psychiatrist warning about a hidden pipeline operating right in plain sight.
Get this. A shocking 1 in 4 people currently in prison might actually have undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah, meta-analysis data shows a staggering 25.5% prevalence. That's way higher than the general population.
But here's the absolute kicker. 80% of those individuals, they never even got a formal diagnosis.
It gets wilder. A Cambridge study found 6 in 10 people arrested for drug offenses showed significant ADHD traits.
One senior child psychiatrist warns this tragic pathway rarely starts in adulthood. No, it begins right in the classroom.
We really need to reframe this. What looks like a defiant choice is usually just severe emotional dysregulation.
So, let's trace this tragic timeline. It starts way before a courtroom appearance ever happens.
Incredibly, nearly half of all kids under 6 with ADHD are already being excluded from mainstream preschools.
And without support, up to a third of these struggling teens drop out before even finishing secondary school.
That early academic disengagement is a massive predictor for severe adult struggles, like addiction and hitting the justice system.
The link is undeniable. A quarter of kids in secure settings today were permanently excluded long before custody.
So exclusion, underdiagnoses, and offending, they aren't separate issues. They actually form one devastating continuous pathway.
But listen, here's the absolute most hopeful part of this whole explainer. This pipeline is incredibly preventable.
When managed in prison, reoffending impressively drops 32% for men and 41% for women.
Decades of early intervention data prove that getting ahead of this totally shifts trajectories for entire lifetimes.
To break the cycle, we gotta screen early, recognize masked symptoms, and seamlessly connect our health and justice data.
Plus, we have to build in equity. Systemic underdiagnosis falls extremely hard on young girls and minority kids.
We even need to radically shift our view, treating police custody as a legitimate spot for a first diagnosis.
For any parents watching, if your child is struggling, don't wait for the school. Please, raise it yourself.
Let's end here. If a kid shows signs today, what would it actually take to assess them this year?